The sun rises slowly over the vast African savanna, painting the landscape in hues of gold and orange. The morning air is still, yet alive with the distant sounds of birds and insects awakening. Amidst this tranquility, a slow, deliberate movement catches the eye. A massive shape emerges from the haze, its gray skin textured like ancient stone, its enormous ears fanning in the warm breeze. This is an elephant, the largest land mammal on Earth, a creature revered for its power, intelligence, and surprising emotional depth. Few animals have captured the imagination of humans across centuries, and few command such respect in the wild. Yet behind the familiar image of a lumbering giant lies a life full of intricate relationships, cunning strategies, and emotional complexity that rivals even our own. Elephants move with purpose and awareness. Every step is measured, every interaction meaningful. Herds, which are primarily led by matriarchs, exhibit remarkable social structures that have fascinated scientists for generations. These matriarchs, often the oldest and wisest females, carry memories of waterholes, predators, and migratory paths that stretch across vast landscapes. Their guidance ensures the survival of the entire herd, and their decisions can mean the difference between life and death in harsh environments. The bonds between family members are profound, not just functional, they are emotional. Mothers, daughters, sisters, and aunts form tight-knit networks, protecting calves and supporting one another through periods of scarcity, danger, and grief. The birth of a calf is one of the most tender and critical moments in an elephant's life. A newborn arrives after a long gestation period of nearly 2 years, fragile and dependent on the protection of the herd. The mother stands vigil over her calf, guiding it through the first tentative steps into a world filled with threats. From predators like lions to human encroachment, the young elephant's survival is never guaranteed. Yet within hours, the calf begins learning the ways of its species, mimicking the movements of older elephants, practicing how to use its trunk, and absorbing the social cues that will define its life. Playful wrestling among calves may look innocent, but it is a form of training for the strength, coordination, and strategy required in adulthood. Herd dynamics extend far beyond simple protection. Elephants exhibit intelligence that is rare in the animal kingdom. They communicate through a combination of vocalizations, body language, and even seismic signals that travel through the ground. Low-frequency rumbles can be felt kilometers away, allowing family members to coordinate movements across vast distances. These communications are essential during migration, when herds travel hundreds of kilometers to find food and water. Matriarchs make decisions based on past experiences, demonstrating not just instinct, but memory, foresight, and learning. Younger elephants observe these decisions, internalizing the knowledge that may one day define their own leadership.
Male elephants, known as bulls, have a very different but equally fascinating social life. Young males leave the herd when they reach adolescence, forming loose bachelor groups or wandering alone. Their lives are marked by competition and survival challenges. Older bulls dominate territories, engage in displays of strength, and sometimes fight for access to herds of females. Despite their enormous size and power, bulls must navigate these interactions carefully, balancing aggression with strategy to avoid injury. The fight for dominance is not just physical, it is a demonstration of skill, stamina, and intelligence. Elephants are not only intelligent, but also deeply emotional. They experience grief, joy, empathy, and even play. When a herd member dies, elephants exhibit behaviors that resemble mourning. They may touch the bones of the deceased with their trunks, remain silent near the body, or circle it repeatedly. Such behaviors have been observed for decades, and they highlight a level of emotional complexity that is rare in the animal kingdom. In other moments, the same elephants display exuberant playfulness, mock charges, water splashing, and cooperative games among calves. These interactions are more than entertainment. They build social bonds, teach skills, and strengthen the herd's cohesion. Hunting and survival are not challenges for elephants in the same way they are for predators, yet they face formidable obstacles in the wild. Scarcity of water and food, natural disasters, and human activities all threaten their existence. Elephants have adapted with ingenuity and persistence. They use their trunks to dig for water during droughts, break branches to access nutritious leaves, and even modify their environment to create pathways or water access points. Their capacity for problem solving is astonishing, and their ability to teach these skills to younger generations ensures the continuity of knowledge across decades. The intelligence of elephants extends into their interactions with other species. They display caution and curiosity, recognizing threats and opportunities alike. Elephants can distinguish between the calls of different predators and respond accordingly, sometimes coordinating with other animals in indirect ways to enhance their safety. They can manipulate objects to achieve goals, use tools to scratch hard-to-reach places, and even display patience in tasks that require sustained effort. Scientific studies have revealed that elephants can solve puzzles, remember solutions over long periods, and demonstrate self-awareness, traits once considered uniquely human.
Migration is a central aspect of elephant life, and it showcases both their physical endurance and social cohesion. Herds move across diverse terrain, from grassy plains to dense forests, guided by matriarchs who recall the paths to water and food sources. These journeys are perilous, involving encounters with predators, river crossings, and human settlements. The ability of elephants to navigate these challenges reflects not only memory, but collective decision-making. Calves learn the routes by walking alongside elders, internalizing knowledge that may take decades to acquire. Migration is both a survival strategy and a testament to the intelligence, cooperation, and resilience of these majestic creatures. Elephants' feeding behavior further demonstrates their remarkable adaptability. Their diet is vast and varied, including grass, leaves, fruits, and bark. They spend a significant portion of the day feeding, and their massive size demands an extraordinary caloric intake. Using their trunks, elephants skillfully strip leaves, break branches, and manipulate food items with precision. Their trunks are marvels of evolution, capable of delicate movements to pick up tiny objects or immense strength to uproot trees. The combination of skill, power, and ingenuity is a hallmark of elephant behavior and highlights their status as one of the most intelligent land animals on the planet. Water is central to elephant life, not only for drinking, but for bathing, cooling, and social interaction. Elephants take mud and dust baths to protect their skin from the sun and parasites, using these routines as opportunities for social bonding. Playful splashing in water holes strengthen relationships among herd members, particularly among calves who learn essential social skills through these interactions. These behaviors, simple as they may seem, reflect a complex interplay of biology, intelligence, and social necessity, demonstrating the depth of elephant cognition and culture. Elephants' reproductive cycle is another area of remarkable complexity. Female elephants have long gestation periods, often lasting nearly 2 years, the longest of any land mammal. During this time, the mother prepares to give birth in relative isolation, minimizing the risk of predation for her vulnerable calf.
Once born, calves are nurtured not only by their mothers, but by the entire herd, a behavior known as allomothering. Older females assist in caring for the young, ensuring that calves are protected, fed, and socialized. This cooperative behavior highlights the intricate social structures and altruism present in elephant societies. Elephants are also known for their ability to manipulate their environment in ways that few other animals can. They create water holes by digging in dry riverbeds, push over trees to access food or clear paths, and even shape the landscape in subtle but meaningful ways. These behaviors demonstrate foresight, planning, and an understanding of cause and effect that is exceptional in the animal kingdom. By modifying their surroundings, elephants not only improve their own survival chances, but also impact the ecosystems in which they live, benefiting numerous other species in the process.